I didn't mean to.
Mean to what?
Kill him.
You killed your own self from a parallel dimension?
Cool helmet.
This parallel world, it's almost exactly like ours, but it's better. My brother, my dad, we fight crime together. I really missed you.
You don't gotta miss me, man. I'm right here.
Then me and Harcourt were like in love.
I bet there's another me in there somewhere. Who do you think?
I don't know, Adrian.
I need to find the dimensional rift. Peacemaker, he'll lead us exactly where we need to go.
Hey, guys.
Who's the nerd?
That is Adrian Chase.
That motherfucker looked like he caught all the Pokemon. You know what I'm saying?
Call Bell Reef Prison. I'm coming to meet a prisoner.
Amelia, he's your one shot getting back in the good graces of ours.
You have to bring us Peacemaker.
Just tell me the truth. Did I mean anything at all to you? I'm not sure redemption is possible here. I'll be the good man there that I was never able to be here.
We gotta help Chris. He's one of us, an 11th Street kid.
We're gonna get Chris back.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television. Coming at you again. I hope that today is the day we earn that subscription. Only together can we go straight to the moon, baby. And how you do that is you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. Don't be selfish with us. Share us. There's enough of us to go around, baby. No, seriously, guys, if you like what you're seeing here today, check out the rest of our videos. We literally have over 1,000 videos for you to try to check out here at Tully Television. You don't believe me? Go to the channel and check it out. I'm sure there's something there that you will like. Today, though, we're getting into Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2. 2 and 2. If you watch the dating game, you get that Chuck Woolery reference right there. We'll be back in 2 and 2. However, let's run through the cast a little bit here. John Cena, still can't see where he was in this episode of series so far. Where has he been? Christopher, plays Christopher, Peacemaker. Danielle Brooks as Leota Adubo. I'm sorry. Freddie Stroma as Vigilante. Jennifer Holland as Amelia Harcourt. Steve Agee as John Economos. Robert Patrick as Augie Smith, Peacemaker's father. No brother in this episode. Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. Tim Meadows. Bro, this may be my new favorite character. I don't know yet, but he's shot up to the top 3 favorite characters of this series so far. As Langston Fleury, and then D. Bradley Baker as like the voice, the noises, the hawk, bald eagle noises from Eagly, okay? This episode is entitled, A Man is Only as Good as His Bird. Not his word, his bird. Bird. Bird's the word. Because Eagly was the hero of this particular episode. This episode, man, it's a combination. It certainly is a roller coaster of emotion. Rick Flag. This is how we see Rick Flag taking over Argus. Is the beginning of this particular episode. Economos is trying to give him the tour, trying to suck up a little bit. Told him that he was sorry about how things worked out with his son. Rick Flag Sr. at this point still doesn't know how his son died. But boy, is he going to real soon. He asks for the file of his son the day that his son died. The mission statement, or like the paperwork, right? That you're supposed to do. And Economos, he's trying to, because he knows what's going on. But Flag is just like, just give me the goddamn case file, and he does, and he sees that his son died by the hands of Peacemaker, and that he knew that the last words his son said was, Peacemaker, what a joke. And then died there, right? Like a dog in the street, because Peacemaker was trying to just be a good soldier and follow orders. And it really fits into Peacemaker and his psychosis, if you will, his need and wants to fit in, to be part of a family, because the family he came in from wasn't always that great. He was responsible for the death of his brother, but it wasn't really something that he intended. It was an accident. The father would would make his sons fight and have people place bets and everything, and that's how that ended up happening. So ever since then, Chris has made it his mission to find the family again, right? And he found it at the end, near the end of season 1 with the 11th Street Kids, right? That's what he named it. All of them named themselves at the end of season 1 when they saved the world, right? So, anyway, Rick Flag does not care what the reasons were. He starts having Economos basically tailing Peacemaker and reporting in to him whatever is going on. That leads us to them knowing that there's some sort of device or something in Peacemaker's home that is setting off an alarm. And they're going to send in agents in this episode to see what that was. And when they're going to do that is when the everyone is meeting up for a party. The whole crew, right? Vigilante, Hardcart, Economos, Leota, Chris, everyone. They're all back, right? And they're partying and, drinking. And at one point, John, oh man, dude, even the beginning of this episode, right? Tim Meadows' character is sent by Rick Flag to keep an eye on Economos. Langston, his character's name, is very inappropriate, right? He's, when Leota shows up at Chris's house, he's talking about tapping that ass, right? And he's massaging Economos' back, and he's like, oh, did I fantasize about one of the persons that you care for in a sexual way? Oh, no. And even at some point, he talks about getting a double popsicle licks done, if you will, okay? With the Peppermint Twins. The Peppermint Twins make a comeback. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. The Peppermint Twins. Because he says something, Economos says something about, like, how do you not know that? And he's like, well, when you were too busy knowing that, I had 2 hot girls, boom, 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 and they're the Peppermint Twins, right? This man even ate one of his McDonald's chicken nuggets. It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, like his character is super over the top, super inappropriate in all the right ways. You know what I mean? If for comedic and awkward moments, it's great. Tim Meadows has always been a fantastic comedic actor. If you go back to his days as the ladies' man on SNL, he played the principal in Mean Girls. I think he even had a movie made from the character's ladies' man. One of those Saturday Night Live produced movies like they did with The Night at the Roxbury. I'm not going to lie, there's probably other parts that I'm not remembering, but the point still remains the same. Tim Meadows is a great character actor, I'm telling you. He's up there with Will Ferrell, in my opinion. He might even be a little funnier to me than Will Ferrell, because I feel like Will Ferrell's fell off a little bit over the last few years. But I'm getting off the track here. So what winds up happening as the 11th Street kids get together for their it's the first time they're all together in one setting, right? And especially this season so far. And that's when Tim Meadows, with the agents that were told to him that they're going to go investigate Peacemaker's home and find out what this thing is that's going off, Langston gives them all little nicknames. Again, to show you how inappropriate he is, one of the agents that's sent to him is a woman, and she happens to be very endowed on top, and her nickname is Tits. Okay? What stopped him from doing Sugar Tits? I don't know. You know, it would have fit the character so much better. But I digress. Also, another over-the-top thing that really was proven to be right. So it almost makes you wonder if Langston's talking crap or not when he talks. Langston claims he has bird blindness. He can't tell the difference between a duck, a penguin, a hawk, a goose, a sparrow, a pigeon, a dove. They all look the same to him. He cannot differentiate the size, nothing, okay? All birds look the same to him. And when him and the agents went into Peacemaker's home, they did discover the door, so to speak. But when they were attempting to like open it or see what was inside, that's when Eagly came in and attacked all of them, kicked all of their asses. I'm telling you. Eagly was the man in this episode, okay? They even gave him a little slow walk after he kicked all their asses, okay? We see at one point at the party, the gathering of the 11th Street kids, John Cena, Chris is talking to Harcourt about, you know, like she shouldn't be so like looking for trouble and stuff, and you know he's just worried about her. Okay, he loves her, and he pisses her off because she takes it as he's saying she can't take care of herself, or to just be understanding certain things at the moment, and he's pushing things. What it is, he's pushy because again, he's missing having a family. Saving the world with his crew last season was everything to him, and now that everyone's doing their own thing, he feels lost again, right? That not even in episode 1 an orgy can help fulfill him and his empty holes inside his soul. You know, no matter what holes were getting stuffed, he wasn't feeling full at all. That's how you know you're empty inside. All right. And that's the whole purpose of why it seems like he's going to do what he's going to do. To touch back on John Cena character, Peacemaker facing himself, the beginning of the episode, we see Vigilante show up to help him clean up the body, so to speak, right? Vigilante is a little pissed off that he wasn't invited to the orgy, and that he's only invited over to help John or Chris do work, not really to just chill and drink a beer and smoke a joint and watch some TV or something, laugh at some Maury Povich or whatever, right? He's there to help him clean up something that he made a mistake at. And, you know, again, he's feeling like, what the hell, man? Like, you're my best friend or whatever like that. He's awkward as ever, Vigilante. And I heard a theory that maybe he's coded autistic, meaning like there's things that would make you believe he's on the spectrum of autism. And I can possibly see that being the case, because as they're attempting to dismember the body of the Peacemaker that our Peacemaker killed, he's just being goofy and thinks like it's like you're out washing the car or whatever with your buddy, and he's laughing, like no, brother. And you can tell that because he's not really he's hard at reading social cues, Vigilante, because Christopher is obviously having an existential crisis. Like, he killed himself, a version of himself, is dismembering himself and incinerating him in this incinerator that's in the interdimensional closet there, right? And so that might be a reason why not many people want to hang out with Vigilante, because he's not very socially adaptive, and you can't really, like, you're not going to get emotional support from him. You're going to get the emotional support of going and doing bad things like drinking and let's go beat these people up, right? That's his way of coping with stuff. And Christopher's looking for better ways to cope with life that doesn't result in people losing their life or limbs or anything like that. And so after he gets drunk at the party and goes home, he notices that there's a mess at the house, but he blames Eagly for that, per se, not realizing that there was agents that were trying to break into his home. And what he does is he has the phone from the Peacemaker he took out, and he sees that Peacemaker and Harkhart were very much in love. There's videos, pictures, and stuff, and he decides to go to that Peacemaker's dimension, and the message that he tried to send her goes through. And in the background, you hear that dimension's Volgi, right? Chris's father, the White Devil, I believe that he was called. Well, in season 1, the Peacemaker we know had killed his father. This particular Augie Smith is the father of the Peacemaker that our Peacemaker that we know had killed, right? And we hear him in the background talking about not knowing where he is. There's money withdrawn or whatever. So they're trying to figure out where he is, not knowing that version of Peacemaker is gone now, and our version of Peacemaker is in that dimension. And chances are he's going to try to take over that life, right? To try to take over and be that dimension's Peacemaker to obtain the happy life that he is perceiving that he's lacking and that version has. So he's going to, chances are, at least the next episode, he's going to try to fit in like he belongs there. And that's really when the shit is going to hit the fan, if you will, because once they find out that he's not that version of Peacemaker and that he's gone, man, it's not going to be looking too good for our version of Christopher. But that's pretty much how the episode ends. It's gonna set up some more questions and what's gonna happen down the road. We still got a few more episodes at least. I'm not sure if this is 8 to 10 episodes, but we still got a little while to go. I think that he's definitely going to fit in an episode or two, possibly, with things kind of coming up where he's going to be looked at suspiciously. That's my ideas and theories on Peacemaker episode 2 and what may happen in the next few episodes. Let me know down below what you think. Don't forget how awesome and amazing you are, all of you are. And until next time, peace and